Hi all. In this video, we'll talk about the syntax of do while loop briefly. So the way we write do while loops in C++ is we start with this keyword called do. And right after the do keyword, we open the do while loop body. So all the code that goes inside the do while loop body will be written here. Okay. And then we'll close the loop body. Right after closing the loop body, we will use the while keyword and we will give the loop condition here. And remember, when we write do while loop, we have to end with a semicolon, else we are in for a compilation error. So this is how we write a do while loop. Now, let's solve a problem. Start, or let's say using a do while loop, print values from 0 to 10. Okay, so again, when we compare a do while loop or when we compare a while loop with for loop, the difference is that a for loop has initialization statement. Okay. And then for loop has loop condition. And then the last one, a for loop has an update statement. So all three are there for a for loop. Now, if I'm comparing the stuff with a while loop only has loop condition. Okay. We have to handle explicitly the initialization statement. This is the shortcut for statement, and update statement. Okay. Now, in a similar manner, like how we have to handle for while loop, we have to handle stuff for a do while loop as well. So do while, like a while loop, it has only loop condition. Okay. We have to handle explicitly the initialization statement and update statement. So we have to handle this. Now, let's see. Our task is print from 0 to 10 numbers. So the way we start a do while loop is do. And like we just discussed, there is no initialization statement for a do while. So create a variable that's going to control the loop. So this variable will control how many times the logic inside do while body will be executed. So this is that corresponding part. So do while. And all I need to do is I have to print the value of I. And let's say I'm printing in a new line. Okay. So I'm printing the value of I. And let me go back to black color. And then so do. So whatever the code that goes inside the loop body, I, and then an end L. So new line, and then close the loop while I is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so I have the loop condition. Now, so far we are good, but the only thing that's missing is the update statement. So right after printing the I value, I'm also adding an update statement. So whatever that's red in color, int I is 0, and then I++, we are explicitly handling initialization and update statements. And the way this code logic works is int I is 0. The moment we say that inside computer's memory, a variable I will be created with a value 0. And then we have the do keyword with function body, the loop body or opening parent, opening curly brace. My apologies. It's loop body, do while loop body opening brace. And then all I'm doing inside is I'm printing the value of I. And I'm saying that go to next line. So if this is where my output is being displayed, then let's say I is 0 will be displayed. And then I'm doing I++, close the loop. I have the while keyword with the loop condition, I less than or equal to 10, followed by a semicolon. So the way this code executes is that start with 0, initialized. So I start at 0, go all the way till 10, stop when I is 10. And how am I controlling this? This is the initialization. This is the stopping condition. And this statement right here will tell that I has to take steps of 1 to reach from 0 to 10. So overall, this is how the loop is being controlled. Now, if we, yeah, so this is how the loop is being controlled. And now if we see, when I is 0, we just displayed 0 to the screen. And now what happens is, after displaying, I value will be incremented. So when we say I is incremented, I value is going to be 1. Now, I value is updated here, and the condition will be checked here. 1 less than or equal to 10, and this will be true. Now the control goes back to the beginning of the do while loop. Print the value of I is 1 now, and then increment I by 1. So when we are incrementing I by 1, the value inside memory is going to be 2. And then check the loop condition. The loop condition this time is 2 is less than 10, which is true. And then go back to the do while loop. Now print the value of I, increment I by 1, check the loop condition, 3 is less than or equal to 10, true. And go back to the beginning of loop. Like this, we will print the values from 0 to 10, and when I is 11, the above do while loop terminates. So this is the logic, or this is how a do while loop works. And I hope this part is clear. If not, please let me know through Discord or email, and we'll connect and discuss on this further. Thank you.